Alright, boom, right? Guide to maximize the amount of chaos crystals that you get. You should really only be maximizing your chaos crystals if you reach like 18 to 20. Anything under, I wouldn't really care to put my chaos crystals in because you want the violet gear. Anyways, I'm just going to be showing how to like move faster and be more efficient while running through the chaos levels, so just be quicker in general. First off, you don't want to be doing normal runs. I'd rather have just do extended runs. The point of the feature runs, I don't know, maybe it's just a thing that they want you to have fun in, but I don't see them efficient either because they're just normal runs. The point of the strategy is just to stack up as many compatible buffs that the Dragon Lord guy gives you until like you stack up to like 500% crystals, and then you're just going through every portal that's elite with like a 600% bonus or whatever bonus you have going with the Dragon Lord powers. I'm also going to show like a lot of the hard buffs and the medium buffs. I'm going to rank them left to right of like which ones not to get and which ones to get. So left, do not get unless you have to, and then right is more enjoyable. You should get those ones. I feel like I was basing it off like many builds that will be in the game. So like for example, if you get like something like elemental overflow and you use element weapons or something like that, you might get a round where like your best gun is like electric or some shit, and then the enemies have an aura that basically makes them immune to electric. So you spend like a good like while inside that one area, and you might not even complete the side mission. Alright, so first off, do extended runs. Highly recommend it because it stacks with the dragon guy's buffs that he gives you, and there's way more like levels to it. Alright, so let's just go in. Alright, so before I start it, I'm going to show you some of the buffs. One of them is called Bulwark Buddies. This ability, this buff, has like a flying cube or some fucking bullshit, and then like it goes around making enemies immune, and it's annoying as hell to like destroy. Especially if you have like a spell build or something, because you have to be so specific trying to destroy it while it flies in the air. The other one's called Frozen Vengeance. This, like whenever you kill an enemy, a random frozen bubble thing just pops up and it starts chasing your ass. It just keeps doing like frost damage to you. I think it even slows you down. I'm not sure. There really isn't no websites to like show like what these buffs do. I mean, not these, but yeah, what these buffs do. There's even another frozen one, and I forgot the name of it, but I'll put both of these, two of these in the same category, because they both do the same thing. It's just that the other ability, the Frozen Buddy, like keeps doing a blast repeatedly, and it's as annoying as the Frozen Vengeance, so not really big of a deal. There's another ability called Break It Up. So basically, to sum this up, the closer the enemies are, the more stronger they are. When you have a high damage build, this is not really a big deal. So this is more like in the middle or like a little bit to the right. And then you have Outdam Dot. This is more to the left side because like people like Clawbringers and shit, like they usually suffer from this because it's like a 80% reduced damage to like status effects and shit. So I wouldn't recommend one of that one. Another thing, I'm not going to cover the easy buffs because it's like there's really no point. If you see a hard or medium buff and it's in the video, you might as well just do it from left to right. Like what left is worse and then right is like better. Of course, if you see a hard or easy, you're going to pick the easy one. If you see a medium to easy, you're going to pick the easy one, depending on like how bad you feel the hard and mediums are. So Healing Vengeance, all it does is that when you kill an enemy, a health potion drops from the enemy, and the enemy could just pick it up and then they heal. More on the right side, easy one. Okay, here's another one. This is Buff Buddies. This is another example of a flying cube, but it's not as bad as the Bulwark one. This one, all it does is just enemies have a chance to spawn with a Buff Buddy supporting them. Yeah, even the fucking description doesn't even like go in depth what the hell this shit does, so it just makes their stats higher. It's almost like you put on the Buff Meister on your character. That's what it does to the enemies, but it's not as like sufficient. Here's another ability. It's called Roguelit. Piece of shit buff. Never in your life pick this up. This is literally on the end of left side. It's so trash. You have Critical Connoisseur. I'll talk about this easy one because it's weird. So basically this one, it's negative 50% damage, but you get plus 50% crit. I feel like they just cancel each other out. All you have to do is just aim for the head most of the time. So it's not really a big deal. It's just there. Alright, here's the Elemental Overflow. This one is a piece of shit. You do not want this one. This is probably as bad as Roguelit. All it does is give an aura on the enemy, and then they have like electric immunity, fire immunity. You have to be really lucky with this one, so it doesn't get your favorite gun, and you can't use your favorite gun anymore. So you just avoid Elemental Overflow as much as you can. If you ever get Roguelit and fucking Elemental Overflow, I don't know what to tell you. I'd probably go with Roguelit maybe, and that's because I don't get down as much as my build. But if you're a person who gets down a lot, go with Elemental Overflow. This is another medium buff. This is Break It Up. It's just another one where like if they're close to each other, it just does, they just get more stronger. So just make sure they don't get next to each other. This is more on the middle right side. Alright, here's another buff. It's called Nullify. So all Nullify does is just when the enemy takes damage, they gain 3% damage reduction against the type of damage received for like 3 seconds, and it could stack up to 20 times. Tootless, this is fucking disgusting. Do not get this shit. It decreases your critical chance by a lot. Okay, so there's only 4 types of portals in the game. You have the pony portal that increases your skill points, and it's a randomized one. So it's like 1 to 3. You either get 3 points in one pony portal, or like the other one is like 1 point or 2 points. It just depends. It's just luck. You have a portal where it's like a purple chest. That's crystals. You could get more crystals out of that. So instead of just having 2 by completing a side quest, you could do this portal and you get 3, which is like 2 and then a big one. And you also have the Dragon Lord portal that gives you more challenges. You're gonna focus more on the dragon portals. And then the last one is a golden chest portal, and that one's pretty shitty. All it does is just give you loot. I've never gotten anything good from there ever. So basically, you just focus on every single Dragon Lord portal, and second place you would focus on the crystal portal, and then third place unicorn portal, and then fourth place, just don't even worry about fourth place. No, just fuck that golden portal, that golden chest portal. Okay, back where we left off. First of all, you do not want to pick up. You only want to pick up like 3-4 of these, I believe. Once it hits 400 points, dude, stop buying them. Only buy the ones that you feel is necessary, because they're really cheap, and every time you buy one, they're just gonna keep doubling in price. There's really no point of buying it. Of course, another way to get your chaos orbs up, or what the fuck these crystals are called, is to just do the side missions every time. There's not really anything better. I'm literally getting fucked over with the orbs right now. On average, like a standard run is like 15 minutes to 10 minutes usually if you don't do raid bosses and shit. So for example, I would get damage reduction just cause if I feel like I'm gonna get down. But you could do whatever fits your build, just as long as just only get 3 to 4 spells and that's it. Alright, our first things are rogue lit and party time. Obviously we're gonna go with party time as an easy one. Roguelite is like the worst shit ever. If you want to be gangster and do it, go ahead. A lot of this stuff you have to use your own mind for. It's really up to you. Alright, so here we see the portals. Obviously, we're going to keep doing Dragon Lord. That's the most important one so we can stack up our crystal buffs. Every time you do one of these portals, always make it into Elite. You do that by holding Y on Xbox or like triangle on PlayStation or whatever button it is on PC. I don't know. With the unicorn shit, I really don't see a difference in my skills whenever I do this. I honestly am so confused. Like, what's the point of this? They should just buff the unicorn a little bit. What Elite does is it makes every single enemy in the next portal drop crystals no matter what. Because in original, without the Elite portals, if you go to the chaos chamber shit, it says 30% bonus crystal no, plus 25% crystal drop chance on enemy death. So Elite completely removes that chance and it drops every time. So if I kill this, it's gonna drop crystals. Kill that, gonna drop crystals. Everything's gonna drop crystals. Don't really sit there bothering to pick up loot. If all the important shit, you're just gonna end up fucking being inside your little bank slot thing, and all the good shit is usually gonna come from the rabbits most of the time. Only time you need to check the loot is when you're fighting a boss or something, or if you see like a legendary pop down, I would suggest looking at it. But yeah, you don't want to be wasting time because you just want to go through these really fast and you just want to grind them. And here we are at the next portal, critical connoisseur and magma breach. See, like magma breach, I didn't really oh shit, I forgot to say this. Make sure you always pick up the buff before you hit the crystals every time. So I'm gonna go for magma breach, and then I would have picked up the crystals. I don't know why I hit the crystals first. I never do that. Now the reason I didn't cover magma breach because it wasn't that serious. It literally says a pool of lava will spawn after dealing or taking damage for a duration while not moving in encounters. Just fucking move. I don't have to cover that. Alright, so you see the golden chest? Never take this damn portal. You're gonna take the crystal chest, which is this purple portal. Make it elite. Every single portal is elite. I would highly suggest playing in a party while you do this too, because it'll just go way faster. Especially with clawbringers, they help so much with your party. I wouldn't suggest doing the raid boss unless you really feel like you could melt the raid boss in like 2 minutes or some shit, because I feel like you're just wasting your time doing the puzzle. And on top of that, you do the raid boss and only I think it's like 500 crystals, 1,000 crystals, something like that. It's really not worth it. If you feel like you can melt the raid bosses fast, then go ahead and do it. It's pretty much the next one complete. I'm even taking my time making commentating over this, so it's like of course I'm gonna finish probably under 18 minutes maybe. I usually finish these in 12 minutes. We got another purple chest, just purple chest and Dragon Lord portal. That's it. Okay, so these rooms are the break rooms. There's another reason why I wouldn't really focus on getting your I don't even know what those little stands that have the buffs on them. Those things right there. I wouldn't focus on looking for them and looking for what you want, because usually these rooms have what you want. So if you do an extended run, you get 2 of these rooms. If you do a regular one, you get 1 room. He's pretty much dead. This is another guy I would recommend looking through the loot for, because he's like a mini boss. So yeah, I just casually came. I saw damage reduction again, but I don't really need it, so I don't even know what the fuck I even said that. So you have spell damage right here. I'll grab spell damage. I still have the next one's gonna be 200. This should be the last one I buy, and the next one's 400. Only buy the 400 one if you really need it. It's literally that 400 could be like a pull that drops you like a fucking violet legendary for you. All right, we're gonna do the Dragon Lord. These crystals are really useful to do, even when you're in the regular one, especially because they're guaranteed to drop crystals every time. There's always some big enemy. You can't just focus all the big enemies first and then come to the dragon statue and finish it off. But be careful when you're doing that. It's not that serious to do that, but that's only if you like you really care. You feel like you're gonna get something lucky off the loot. That's pretty much it. This one is cleared. Go to the next one. All right, you see Roguelit. Never get that shit. Trap Hearts, let's get it. All right, this is another one that I obviously don't have to explain. It just spawns a beam, elemental beam. Whenever you kill an enemy, it has a chance. Just don't stay in the fucking beam. That simple. All right, Elite, Dragon Portal. These fucking crabs are annoying as shit. I'm getting like the worst enemy luck right now. All right, this room is finished. Taking my time too. Like I'm not even like fiending. Usually I'm like brain dead just going through these so easily. All right, Critical Connoisseur, break it up. I'd rather go with break it up because you get more crystals and break it up is not that serious. Enemy damage and fire rate is increased 30% while near other enemies. Not that bad. Okay, so to finish enemies with melee damage, if you're in a team, this is obviously easy. But if you're by yourself, it's gonna be really difficult. I wouldn't like bother to do this. I feel like you're gonna waste your time doing it. Like, look, you don't do. I have a fucking violet goblin pickaxe and I can't even kill them that easy. And obviously I don't have a melee build. If you have a melee build, of course it's gonna be faster. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. I'm still doing it because, you know, if you're pretty good equipped gear, you can still pull it off. You have all the time in the world, but I feel like you just waste time doing it. I actually did it. Not that serious. So I'm about to show you how worth it was to do that melee shit. That shit probably took me like a minute and something just to do. So obviously I will go with, all right, so you want to get Frozen Vengeance. Alright, so since I did that melee one, with a melee 1 crystal, that's the side quest crystal, and I got 300 crystals basically from that. So you determine if it was worth meleeing all those enemies or not. And that was with all these crystal buffs. Alright, we have another break room right now. Okay, my fucking legendary went through the floor. I don't know what the fuck that shit was about. That was lame as hell. Alright, get our ammo and shit. Oh shit, sharing the other. Shouldn't be that serious. Nearby enemies are attached by a damaging elemental beam. Yeah, so just stay away. That's why I didn't cover that one, I see. Alright, I have a butt stallion mission. Just don't leave the butt stallion statue alone. There's been many cases where I'm just running off thinking I'm gonna be fine, but I fucking end up having the damn statue destroy mad fast because there's an enemy hiding under the blue like cross on the map. My fucking damn legendary is still on the map taunting me. Alright, that's it for the statue protection shit. 3 cubes. We have 3,600 with all these buffs we're gonna get. That was literally like 1,500 for one room. And we even have way more to go after that. Got another melee damage one. So I'm gonna skip this one and we might even come out with more fucking crystals still. Increase my spell damage right here. Only 200. Alright, that was pretty much that room. I purposely didn't do the side mission right there. It's not that serious. Alright, we have 2 lists again. We're really getting unlucky with these buffs. So I'm gonna just get Approaching Darkness. Not that bad. Just reduce Soul Timer. I go into the next room. We earned like no crystals from that room. We got basic one. Just sit in the circle. Alright, that's that encounter. Going to the next room. Okay, so we have 4,500. Let's hit these 2 dice. Oh no, I'm retarded. Why the fuck did I do that? I keep forgetting to pick up the damn buff. I don't know why I'm doing that now ever since I recorded. And we're at the boss room. Let's just melt this boss real quick. Shouldn't be that bad. It's weird because the buffs be helping you too, which is funny. Like you see all those spinning shits right there? It's helping you. Like it's actually doing damage to them. Alright, it's turning into a zombie. Should melt fast because I have a fucking frost gun. And that's pretty much the run. Alright, so we ended up with 5,800. Right here we're gonna get about 6,300. Going here. We're not done yet. You also get crystals from the, I didn't see how long that took, but it probably took long because I was recording. So yeah, 6,600 crystals just for an extended run. I feel like on normal runs, you would do it for like, usually it would take my average like 6 minutes to finish a normal run. And I'll get like 3,400 crystals. But here, I got unlucky with a lot of my stuff. So of course, I'm going to get like 6,000. So basically, like it doubled what I would get from a normal run. But on average, I usually get like 7,800 from those runs. And extended runs normally. Anything above that is really good. Alright, so I'm about to hit this shit 500 times to see if I get any violet weapons. Probably just gonna get, like, the fact that I even get blues. Oh yeah, I even got this cool, like, little fucking necklace. This shit right here. Plus 30% loot. Oh, fuck me, and that happens. If I don't get a damn legendary, I'll be damned. At least a fucking legendary. There we go. No chaotics, but it's better. Only 4 legendary spells. It's a sad world we live in. Oh no, 5 legendaries. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. Hiding from me. Still trash.